Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India Newshour, India's voice to the world. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Coming up in the next hour. Christmas being celebrated across the world with religious fervour and gaiety. India joins the world in celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. US Justice Department discovered nearly 1 million additional Epstein-related documents. Reviewing and redacting the material could delay the full release by a few more weeks. India expresses concern to Hindu religious deity statue demolition at Thai-Cambodia border, calls it disrespectful act, urges two sides to resume peace. On 101st birth anniversary of former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, President Draupadi Murmu, Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan and Prime Minister Modi paid tributes at his memorial Sadaiv Atal in New Delhi. The US Justice Department has found more than 1 million more documents potentially tied to convicted Jeffrey Epstein, delaying a full release for weeks while officials redact details to protect victims. Justice Department began releasing records last week from the investigation into Epstein, a wealthy financier who died in New York jail in 2019 while awaiting trial. And now more than 1 million more documents potentially related to convicted Jeffrey Epstein have been discovered and are being reviewed for release. The Epstein Files Transparency Act, passed nearly unanimously by Congress last month and signed into law by President Donald Trump, mandated the release of all the Epstein files by December 19. The Justice Department failed to meet the deadline, however, with Deputy Attorney General Todd Blank blaming the delay on the need to painstakingly redact the identities of Epstein's victims from the files. Justice Department would need a few more weeks to sort and redact the new material. All right, DD India's Akhilesh Suman joins us for more details on this. Akhilesh, how closely is Congress monitoring the Justice Department's progress on releasing the full set of Epstein files?
Actually, you know that the whole release thing is happening because of Congress passed the Transparency Act on Epstein files. So I think Congress is closely, monitoring the situation. But one of the things that is very important to understand that the files that are based on investigation by the agencies in USA, they are also reviewing the files so that the victims, identities are not disclosed, and also that they are also seeing that those privacy issues are also not made transparent. So in that way, Congress is monitoring, but you cannot say that whether the Congress is satisfied on the way the delays are taking place. Even though the DOJ is telling that delays are taking place because we are reviewing on the factors that I have mentioned earlier. So it will depend on the See, because of these are very big files, and there are so many documents, so many photographs associated with that, and there are so many people that might be, because Mr. Epstein was running a sex racket for years and years together. So how many people, how many victims he was associated, these are all the things that I think the department is reviewing and releasing one after another. So 1 million files have been released today also. So everyone in the world is looking into these files. I also tried to go into these files and what is coming out. But it's so huge that everyone is, it will take a long time to understand that who are there in these files, whose names are there, whose photographs are there. So it was a really criminal network that Mr. Epstein was running. And in a country like USA, which is understood to be very, closely monitoring all the crimes, if this was happening, that is a shock for the whole country. And that is why, it was passed by the Congress, not by an individual. and Donald Trump was forced to sign on it as an act. So in that way, it is going to be one of the landmark issue in USA in coming days. And December will be very crucial, as you know that 19th December was the first file, release. And it will take, I think this month it will take that all files are released. So it is going to be very interesting and important because Donald Trump is, known for tariff, and now if something comes out in Epstein files, it will be very disastrous for the whole Republican government in USA,
But Akhilesh, any revised timeline in the sense that Epstein Files Transparency Act mandated a full release by December 19, like you also said. Has the Justice Department given any revised timeline for the release of the remaining Epstein-related files?
Actually, when 19th December was set as the deadline, at that time DOJ has said that it might not be possible because the files are huge and they have to review, review the victim's identity also. That victim's identity and their, personal lives are not revealed. So these are very important things as far as the US privacy laws. So in that way, I think there is no clear-cut timeline being given by the DOJ, but maybe they will try to complete it by this month, by the end of this year,
All right, Akhilesh, thank you for the time being, but yes, we'll keep taking updates from you. Moving on, updates from Bangladesh now. A young man was killed after a crude bomb thrown from a flyover exploded in central Dhaka on Wednesday evening. The incident occurred near the National Council of Churches Bangladesh Bhavan in the Mog Bazar, New Escutton area under Khatir Jheel police station. The deceased was identified as Siam. According to police and witnesses, Siam had stepped out to have tea when a crude bomb was hurled from the flyover above, striking him and exploding on the spot. He sustained critical injuries and died shortly afterwards. Masood Alam, Deputy Commissioner of Dhaka Metropolitan Police's Ramna Division, confirmed that the explosive fell from above and caused the fatal injury. Police are examining CCTV footage and searching for those responsible. The attack comes amid renewed concern over crude bomb incidents in the capital following a series of similar explosions reported earlier this month. And Bangladesh remains on edge following a spate of violent incidents. The Muhammad Yunus-led interim government faces mounting pressure over the killing of youth leader Usman Hadi. Amid the turmoil, Bangladesh Nationalist Party's acting chairperson Tariq Rahman is set to return to Dhaka. Also, some US lawmakers have urged Dhaka to reconsider the suspension of the Awami League. Naval Sangh Parmar in Dhaka and Tripti Tripathi in New Delhi report.
Unrest in Bangladesh continues. Yunus-led interim government faces mounting pressure over the killing of youth leader Osman Hadi. Protests demanding justice have erupted across the country, with Hadi's brother alleging that assassination was orchestrated to derail the national election scheduled for February. Amid this turmoil, Bangladesh Nationalist Party acting leader Tariq Rahman, son of former Prime Minister Khaleda Zia, is set to return to Dhaka after 17 years in self-exposed exile. With Sheikh Hasina's Awami League barred from contesting, the BNP has emerged as the frontrunner, and Rahman is widely seen as a potential future leader. Meanwhile, the National Citizen Party has called for restoring civic rights of Awami League supporters not involved in past violence. In India, members of pro-Hindu organizations staged demonstrations at several locations, condemning the lynching of Deepu Chandra Das, a 25-year-old garment factory worker who was killed and set on fire in Baluka over alleged blasphemy. Adding to the pressure, US lawmakers have urged Dhaka to reconsider the suspension of the Awami League, warning that bans could undermine free elections. In a letter to Chief Advisor Muhammad Yunus, US Representatives Gregory W. Meeks, Bill Himzinga and Sidney Kalamanga Dove warned that banning an entire political party could defranchise a large section of voters. Bangladesh now stands at a critical juncture, with political stability and credible polls under close watch. With inputs from Naval Sangh Parmar, Tripti Tripathi report for DD India.
All right, DD India's Naval Sangh Parmar joins us from Dhaka on the phone line. Nawalsang, Bangladesh remains on edge following a spate of violent incidents. What details have police confirmed so far about the crude bomb explosion that killed a young man in central Dhaka?
Well, yesterday it was the eve of Christmas, and the incident happened just in front of Bangladesh National Church of Bangladesh Association of Bangladesh Bhavan, and there is a church nearby the incident site. And earlier also there were some crude bomb explosion near the church premises, but however there were no any casualty at that time. But this time they succeeded to take in terrifying the people, and one fatal incident happened yesterday night. Police are searching CCTV footage, but still now there is no any updates regarding the arrest of the accused in this regards. But there is one latest development here in Bangladesh, and that is the Muhammad Khudabakhsh Chaudhry, Special Assistant to Chief Advisor Dr. Yunus in the Ministry of Home Affairs. We can consider him as a Minister of State in Home Affairs in Bangladesh. He has resigned from his post following the last week violence and the lawlessness in the Bangladesh as a whole, and Dhaka in particular. So this is the updates. Yunus administration is under pressure, and various quarters of political circle are creating or mounting pressure on Yunus administration to improve the law and order situation and take the responsibility what happened in Bangladesh. They are demanding for the resignation of Home Affairs advisor Jahangir Alam, but still date there is no development in that front. But his deputy has resigned. He was a former police chief in Bangladesh, and that is the big update. Pressure mounted by the various quarters like media and the civil society and international pressure is yielding in this regard. Yes.
All right, Nawalsang, also a question on Tariq Rahman's arrival. Rahman is seen as the front runner for the Prime Minister's post ahead of the February elections next year. How is his return expected to reshape the election narrative?
Well, BNP is one of the major political party in Bangladesh, Awami League and BNP, and they both the party alternatively ruled this country for a very long period in the past. And it is a pan-Bangladesh party having a presence across the almost in all the districts of Bangladesh. And in the absence of Awami League, it becomes a prominent force in field nowadays. And Tariq Rahman is a son of former Prime Minister, and as well as he is a acting chairman. Her mother is in a hospital nowadays, and since last 15-20 days, and she is in very critical condition. So this is the natural leader now, de facto leader in the absence of her mothers, or she is not well to take the crucial decision or lead the party. So Tariq Rahman is the natural choice for BNP, and if BNP voted in the next parliamentary election, then definitely he will be the Prime Ministerial candidate for the BNP.
All right, Nawalsang, we'll leave it at that. Thank you for your inputs. Updates on Thailand-Cambodia crisis now. A Cambodian official accused Thailand of destroying a Hindu statue in a disputed border area after more than 2 weeks of military clashes between the neighbors. A government spokesperson said that the demolition of the Vishnu statue built in 2014 took place on Monday, about 100 meters from the border with Thailand. Cambodia has repeatedly alleged that Thai forces have damaged temple ruins along the border during the clashes. But Bangkok says that Phnom Penh was positioning soldiers at the centuries-old stone structures. Meanwhile, India has reacted to reports of demolition of a statue of a Hindu religious deity located in an area affected by the ongoing Thai-Cambodia border dispute. In response to media queries on the demolition of a statue of a Hindu deity, the spokesperson of the Ministry of External Affairs said, and I quote him here, "We have seen reports on the demolition of a statue of a Hindu religious deity built in recent times and located in an area affected by the ongoing Thai-Cambodia border dispute. Hindu and Buddhist deities are deeply revered and worshipped by people across the region as part of our shared civilizational heritage. Notwithstanding territorial claims, such disrespectful acts heard the sentiments of the followers around the world and should not take place. We once again urge the two sides to return to dialogue and diplomacy to resume peace and avoid any further loss of lives and damage to property and heritage." Unquote. Time now for a very short break, but still to come on this edition of DD India News Hour. 10 killed as bus catches fire after collision with lorry in Karnataka's Chitradurga. India observes Good Governance Day on the 101st birth anniversary of former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. India also remembers Mahamana Madan Mohan Malaviya on his birth anniversary, a great soul who dedicated his life to the nation.
Geopolitics and trade deals. Economic challenges amid development. Hard work and the path to prosperity. It's the economy always. Between walkers, money is what money does and says. Supply creates its own demand. Between the bulls pulls and bears tears. When supply chains globalization and India rises to the podium. We'll get you centered with the economic brief at 8 p.m. every Thursday on DD India.
Welcome back. You're watching DD India News Hour. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Some more stories. India's ambassador to the United States, Mohan held talks with US Ambassador to India, Sergio Gord, at Mar-a-Lago over strengthening the trade ties between the two nations. Quatra, in a social media post, stated that they also discussed a bilateral partnership between New Delhi and Washington, D.C. as Gord prepares to assume his responsibility as the US Ambassador to India. Earlier, in a social media post, US Ambassador to India and Special Envoy to South and Central Asia said that it's always a pleasure to meet with India's Ambassador to the US, Mohan Quatra. This was his first visit to Mar-a-Lago. India's Chief of the Army Staff, General Upendra Dwivedi, interacted with India's permanent representative to the United Nations, P. Harish, in New York on Wednesday. The interaction was focused on the Indian Army's evolving role in United Nations peacekeeping operations, emerging geostrategic dynamics in South Asia, and the integrated application of military and diplomacy to advance peace, stability, and security. At least 10 people were killed when a speeding truck crashed against a luxury sleeper bus in southern India's Karnataka this morning. The tragic accident occurred in Chitradurga district on National Highway 48. The impact caused the bus to catch fire. The accident happened after the truck jumped a road divider and collided with the incoming bus. President Draupadi Murmu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed grief and condoled the loss of lives in the tragic incident. In a social media post, the President said, and I quote her here, "Deeply pained by the tragic bus fire incident in Chitradurga, Karnataka, which has led to the loss of lives, my heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families. I pray for speedy recovery of the injured." Prime Minister Modi also said that he is deeply saddened by the loss of lives due to a mishap in the Chitradurga, wishing speedy recovery to those injured in the incident. PM Modi announced an ex gratia of Rs 200,000 from Prime Minister's National Relief Fund to the next of kin of each deceased, while injured would be given Rs 50,000. 101st birth anniversary of Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee is being celebrated today. President Draupadi Murmu, Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan and Prime Minister Modi paid tributes to the former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee at his memorial Sadaiv Atal in New Delhi on Thursday. Prominent people of all walks of life also paid tributes to the former Prime Minister on his birth anniversary today. 101st birth anniversary of Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee is being celebrated today. Atalji, an eminent statesman, parliamentarian, poet and orator, served the nation as Prime Minister of India. In recognition of his enduring contributions to public life and governance, 25th December is observed annually as Good Governance Day. Here's a report.
Born on December 25, 1924 in Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh, Atal Bihari Vajpayee is regarded as one of the most successful and honest leaders in Indian political spectrum. Known for his oratory skills and versatile command over language, he captured the imagination and won the hearts of common man. Atal Bihari Vajpayee had an indelible and huge impact on Indian politics, serving as an MP 11 times, 9 in the lower house and twice in the upper house. He was Prime Minister 3 times during his illustrious career. Vajpayee's political journey began in 1957 when he contested the second general elections on a Janasangh ticket. In 1977, he became the Foreign Minister of India and addressed the UN General Assembly in Hindi. In 1980, Vajpayee co-founded the Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP) with party stalwart L.K. Advani. He first became Prime Minister in 1996 and again in 1998. During his second tenure, the Pokhran II nuclear tests were conducted, showcasing a bolder and stronger India. In 1999, BJP won the 13th Lok Sabha elections. That same year, India successfully countered Pakistan's aggression in the Kargil War, thwarting the Pakistani soldiers from the icy heights of Kargil and delivering a decisive blow to the ill-fated plan by the Pak army. Atal Bihari Vajpayee's leadership also saw the launch of the Golden Quadrilateral project, a pioneering vision to connect 4 major metro cities with express highways. It was under his guidance that the Chandrayaan-1 mission was announced. In 2014, he was honored with India's highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna. Known for his ethics, thoughtfulness and generosity, Vajpayee became a beloved leader across the nation. On his 94th birth anniversary in 2018, his memorial, Sadaiv Atal, was dedicated to the nation. Atal Bihari Vajpayee was not just a towering leader, but also a sensitive poet who could bring smiles even on serious matters with his witty remarks. He left a global legacy as a distinguished orator, taking immense pride in India's culture, language and people.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid heartfelt tributes and salutations to former Prime Minister Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji on his birth anniversary today.
सपने की सुने कौन सिसकी अंतर को चीर व्यथा पलकों पर ठिठकी हार नहीं मानूंगा रार नहीं ठानूंगा.
Sharing a famous poem by former PM Atal Bihari Vajpayee on social media platform X, PM Modi said that Atalji dedicated his entire life to good governance and nation building. PM said Atalji will always be remembered not only as an eloquent orator but also as a spirited poet. His personality, work and leadership will continue to serve as a guiding path for the all-round development of the country.
अटल जी बोल रहे हैं मतलब अपनी भावनाओं को नहीं, देश के जन की भावनाओं को समेट कर उसको अभिव्यक्ति दे रहे हैं. ये देश अटल जी के योगदान को कभी नहीं भुला सकता. उनके नेतृत्व में हमने परमाणु.
Prime Minister Modi will visit Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh on Thursday on the occasion of 101st birth anniversary of former Prime Minister Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee. He will inaugurate Rashtra Prerna Sthal that will serve as a tribute to the life, ideals and enduring legacy of one of India's most revered statesmen. Rashtra Prerna Sthal has been developed as a landmark, national memorial and inspirational complex of enduring national significance, constructed at an approximate cost of Rs 230 crore and spread across an expansive area of 65 acres. The complex is envisioned as a permanent national asset dedicated to fostering leadership values, national service, cultural consciousness and public inspiration. The complex features 65 feet high bronze statues of Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay and former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, symbolizing their seminal contributions to India's political thought, nation building and public life. It also houses a state-of-the-art museum designed in the form of a lotus-shaped structure spread over approximately 98,000 square feet. The museum showcases India's national journey and the contributions of these visionary leaders through advanced digital and immersive technologies, offering visitors an engaging and educational experience. And the inauguration of Rashtra Prerna Sthal marks an important step in preserving and promoting the ideals of selfless leadership and good governance, and is expected to serve as a source of inspiration for present and future generations. Moving on, Mahamana
Madan Mohan Malaviya was a pivotal figure in India's history, renowned for his significant contributions to education and the preservation of Indian culture and values. He was born in Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh on December 25, 1861. Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya founded the Banaras Hindu University or Kashi Hindu Vishwavidyalaya with the aim of promoting education and fostering the careers of the youth.
महामना जैसे व्यक्तित्व सदियों में एक बार जन्म लेते हैं और आने वाली कई सदियों तक हर पल हर समय उनसे प्रभावित होते हैं। भारत की कितनी ही पीढ़ियों पर महामना जी का ऋण है। वो शिक्षा और योग्यता में उस समय के बड़े से बड़े विद्वानों की बराबरी करते थे। वो आधुनिक सोच और सनातन संस्कारों के संगम थे।
Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya was one of the founders of Bharat Scouts and Guides. He founded the influential English newspaper The Leader from Prayagraj in 1919. He also served as the chairman of Hindustan Times from 1924 to 1946. As a result of his efforts, its Hindi edition, Hindustan Dainik, was launched in 1936. As a lawyer, he defended more than 170 freedom fighters arrested in connection with the Chauri Chaura incident in 1922 and succeeded in getting 155 of them acquitted, while for the rest, he managed to get their death sentences commuted to life imprisonment, thereby saving many lives. He gave up his legal practice in 1911 so that he could devote more time to the service of the nation. Mahatma Gandhi bestowed upon him the honorific title of Mahamana. The title Mahamana, meaning a great soul, was primarily given to him by Mahatma Gandhi in recognition of his unparalleled contributions to education, social reform, and the freedom struggle. Mahatma Gandhi also considered him like an elder brother and was deeply impressed by his work for the country. In 2014, President's Office announced the Bharat Ratna Award to him posthumously. A key figure in India's independence movement, he is remembered for his significant contributions as a scholar, educational reformer, and politician. Bureau Report, DD India.
Remembering Mahamana Madan Mohan Malaviya on his birth anniversary. Nation also paid tribute to Mahamana Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya on his birth anniversary, paying tributes to Bharat Ratna Mahamana Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya ji. Prime Minister Modi, in a social media post, said that Mahamana remained dedicated throughout his life to the service of the motherland. He said that Mahamana played an important role in awakening national consciousness along with social reform to break the chains of slavery. He further said that Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya ji's unparalleled contribution to the field of education in the country will never be forgotten. Still to come on this edition of DD India News Hour. Prime Minister Narendra Modi attends Christmas morning service at the Cathedral Church of the Redemption in New Delhi. Astronauts aboard the International Space Station send festive greetings to Earth, wishing people a happy holiday season. And NORAD predicts a glitch-free Santa Claus ride.
Welcome to Jaipur.
Welcome back. You're watching DD India Newshour. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Some more stories. Prime Minister Narendra Modi attended the Christmas morning service at the Cathedral Church of the Redemption in Delhi along with a large congregation of Christians of Delhi and North India. The service included prayers, carols, hymns and a special prayer for the Prime Minister. Over the last few years, PM Modi has been regularly attending programs that have connected the Christian community. During Easter 2023, attended an Easter program at the Sacred Heart Cathedral, Delhi. During Christmas 2023, he hosted a program at his residence, 7 Lok Kalyan Marg in Delhi. In 2024, he attended a dinner at the residence of Minister George Kurian and also a program hosted by the CBCI. This shows a regular engagement with the community.
On this holy and joyful festival of Christmas, we thank God for bringing us together in fellowship, hope, and thanksgiving. May the light of Christ, who came into the world to dispel darkness, guide our leaders, bless our church, and bring peace, justice, and goodwill to our nation and the world. Once again, we want.
All right, DD India's Siddharth Bhartwaj joins us for more on the broadcast. Siddharth, PM Modi visiting the church early morning on the Christmas day, and you are there in New Delhi. The visit is being seen as a gesture of outreach and engagement with the Christian community.
Oh, definitely, Abhishek. A good morning to you. And first of all, Merry Christmas to you, Abhishek. And
Merry Christmas.
I would like to read out a tweet by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He said that attended the Christmas morning service at the Cathedral Church of the Redemption in Delhi. The service reflected the timeless message of love, peace and compassion, and may the spirit of Christmas inspire harmony and goodwill in our society. So, Abhishek, this tweet tells a lot about what Prime Minister Narendra Modi thinks. And, you know, of course, in these challenging times, it is very, very important. It becomes really, really important, for the world to actually unite and fight against terrorism in this world, to unite and spread peace and harmony. And this is the entire message that goes out, when you talk about this tweet. And I'm here at this church, at the same church where Prime Minister Narendra Modi was today during the morning time. And the morning service just got over, and you can see outside the church there are people, and they are very, very excited. We had a word with them, and they were overwhelmed, and they were really, really happy that they got to see Prime Minister Narendra Modi today. And that's case everywhere. Abhishek, whenever Prime Minister Narendra Modi goes anywhere, people just want to have a glimpse of the Prime Minister. And today exactly was the scenario which I'm just telling you about. People were capturing Prime Minister Narendra Modi. They were taking photos of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And moreover, they were really, really happy and excited. Like you just mentioned, the special focus and the outreach when it comes to the Christian community. And this festival is not just about particular community. This festival is about, spreading love and happiness and harmony. This festival is about lights. This festival is also about, spreading love. And we'll also get to eat some cake also in a while, Abhishek. So, yeah, all in all, what I am saying is that, in my analysis, that when Christmas comes, there's a different magic in the air, and everything is just illuminates, and like I was just mentioning, the different kind of celebratory atmosphere automatically, organically gets created. So that's the beauty of this festival, and this is that time of the year when, you see smiles on the faces of the people. And as you can see behind me, I would like to request my camera person to actually to actually zoom and pan and show you the people, how excited they are. The morning service just got over and people are really, really excited. Now it's time for the celebration. And last night we also saw, Santa Claus, people and students and kids, they dressed as Santa Claus and giving gifts to the people. So yeah, the atmosphere is really, really nice here, Abhishek. And, the celebrations just started. And, like I was just mentioning, we'll get to eat some cake as well. Yeah.
Siddharth, also, before we leave you, how's the city marking the day visually? What is the deeper symbolism behind the traditions people recognize around the world?
Abhishek, see, people usually, when it comes to the religious context, people celebrate Christmas when Jesus Christ was born, and they consider him as the Son of God. So that is the religious context why people all across the globe celebrate Christmas. But over the time, it has also become a festival, like I was just mentioning, of love, spreading joy, spreading harmony, distributing sweets to each other, giving cakes to each other. And this is 25th of December. And here I am at the church I was just mentioning where Prime Minister Narendra Modi was. So people also, they are giving warm hugs to each other. And this is also the time, to meet and greet, where people meet with their family members, with their friends. They go out, they do shopping. And markets are also bustling with people. After the morning prayers are over now, people will, head to the markets and they will do shopping, and restaurants will be full. So yeah, in a broader perspective, this festival is, spreading joy and spreading happiness. And as you can see behind me, people are meeting and greeting each other since the morning service just got over. And like I was just mentioning, celebrations just got started, and cake distribution will also be there in a while.
You have your cake. We'll leave it at that. Thank you for your inputs. Prime Minister Modi and President Draupadi Murmu extended warm wishes to the nation on Christmas. The President and the Prime Minister called on people to embrace the teachings of Jesus Christ and work towards building a society rooted in kindness, compassion and harmony. The festive spirit is in full swing across India, as well as Christmas celebrations light up cities and towns. Streets, churches and markets are adorned with colourful lights and decorations as people come together to offer prayers, sing carols and enjoy the joyous holiday atmosphere. Jaisalmer is experiencing a festive tourism boost on Christmas, with hotels and desert camps recording near full occupancy amid a surge of domestic and foreign tourists. The city's hospitality sector has lined up grand decorations, special cuisines and entertainment programs, creating a vibrant celebratory atmosphere. Ahmedabad is steeped in festive cheer as Christmas celebrations with illuminated churches and busy markets drawing crowds. Neighborhoods are filled with carols and community events highlighting the spirit of togetherness. And Kolkata's iconic Park Street has been illuminated with festive lights, drawing thousands of visitors to the city's traditional celebrations. With large crowds expected across various parts of the city, the Kolkata police have made detailed security and crowd control arrangements to keep people safe. Devotees gathered at St. Vincent's Pro Cathedral in Bhubaneswar, Odisha, to offer prayers on the occasion of Christmas. The prayers highlighted the true spirit of the festival, with devotees calling for peace, love, unity and brotherhood. Hyderabad in Telangana has come alive as people gather for prayers, festive events and community gatherings. Streets and markets are adorned with lights and decorations, adding to the holiday spirit across the city. Bengaluru's St. Mary's Basilica, one of the city's oldest churches, is beautifully decorated with lights and stars for Christmas. The streets are filled with people coming to celebrate the festival with their friends and families. And Christmas is being celebrated with cheer across Chennai, with churches, streets and markets adorned with lights and decorations. Devotees and residents are gathering for prayers, carol singing and festive events, creating a lively and joyful holiday atmosphere throughout the city. All right, our correspondents are joining in. We'll go across to Akshay Dongre first. He joins us from St. Alphonsus Church in Delhi. Merry Christmas, Akshay. Our church is witnessing steady footfall since morning, and how are services being managed there?
Well, Abhishek, I have just moved to another church just for the information of our viewers. This is the Sacred Hearts Cathedral here in the central part of Delhi, and as you can see, hundreds of people have already started to gather to celebrate the festival. People from all communities, all parts of the country, here especially who are living in New Delhi and other parts of the National Capital Region are converging to different churches. And it's not just the Christian community that is marking the celebration of Christmas festivities, but people coming in from all different communities have come to mark the occasion of this holy day. It's being celebrated across the country. There are many people here. We spoke to many of them, and all of them are in jovial mood, especially given the significance that that Christianity has as far as Indian culture is concerned. That is comprised of several religions, several languages. People coming in from not only different parts of the country but different parts of the world are celebrating the festival. So it's quite jovial. In fact, the weather has also improved. Earlier there was some sort of foggy situations in the morning, but it's quite sunny now, quite pleasant weather to come out, and perhaps that's the reason why many of the people coming out of their homes are visiting churches, paying their obeisance, and are being part of the festivities as well.
All right, Akshay, we'll leave it at that. Thank you for your inputs. We'll move to Goa now. Kanzil Rodrigues, our correspondent, joins us from there, in fact, from Old Goa. Merry Christmas, Kanzil. Tell us, how is Goa celebrating Christmas, and how's the city marking the day visually?
Abhishek, Christmas, when the time comes of Christmas, Goa is full in joy, in a festive mood, because you can say Christmas is one of the seasons which we wait for all around the year. And last night, all churches, people attended midnight mass. After midnight mass, there were carol singings, getting together, sitting with joy, talking to each other. And today, as it is a Christmas day, we will see people moving towards, going to each and every house, relatives' house, greeting them with Christmas celebrations. Even there will be people who will go to old age homes and all, because Christmas is for joy, peace and love, and they will discuss, they will celebrate with the Christmas time with the elder ones who are there in old age homes. So it's full of celebration. Even there will be traditional sweets which we normally make during Christmas time in Goa. And even today also there will be various celebrations, functions, even dance parties all over Goa that would be held today.
All right, Kanzil, enjoy your day. Merry Christmas to you again. We'll move to Agartala now. Kunal Shinde joins us from there. Hi Kunal, the festive spirit is in full swing. Tell us, how are people celebrating Christmas there in Agartala?
First of all, good morning to you, Abhishek, and Merry Christmas to you, to our DD team, entire DD team in Delhi, and to the viewers of DD India. I am right now at the St. Francis Xavier Cathedral in Agartala, and the festive spirit is very much visible over here. The people are jubilant. They have come in traditional attires. It's breezy, icy cool winter morning over here in Agartala. It's misty, but still the festive spirit is picking up over here in Agartala. Last night we saw that people, the Christian faithfuls and also from various walks of life, they congregated at various churches to celebrate the birth of Lord Jesus Christ. Now we are at this particular church, the cathedral, and here also the morning service have begun. Bishop Montero will be the one who is leading this morning service. As we all know, the festival of Christmas is celebrated to commemorate the birth of Lord Jesus Christ, and the importance of light overcoming darkness has a lot of significance in Christian community. So what does the light say? It is basically about Jesus and the love, compassion, kindness which he showed, the message which he gave to overcome evil, suffering. So this particular message will be talked about throughout the day. And as one of our colleagues said that the charity will be done, old age, those who needy, those needy people will be helped, like charity will be done by the Christian faithfuls. And also in the evening, like all over here at this particular cathedral, 19 tribes from Tripura, they have congregated here, and in the evening they will be celebrating by coming together and having meal together. Abhishek?
All right, we'll leave it at that. Thank you for your inputs and Merry Christmas to you once again. We'll go across to Shimla now. DD India's Rachna Verma joins us from there. Hi Rachna, Merry Christmas to you. With winter conditions in the hills, how is public movement shaping up today and people coming out in great numbers? What kind of public movement are you observing there?
Hi Abhishek, thank you so much and Merry Christmas to you and to our viewers also. So right now I'm in a very iconic Christ Church in Shimla, the Mall Road. As you can see behind me, the church is all beautifully decked up for the Christmas. But as you stated that this month, this year, you know, what visitors cannot see is that a white Christmas. Usually Shimla is very well known for its white Christmas, but you know, this year, as you can see, that it's very sunny right now. Right here it's very sunny, but despite of no winters, despite of no snow, many visitors are still coming in to entertain the people. Administration has arranged lot of entertainment sectors and arrangements, such as Shimla Winter Carnival is also going right in front of this iconic church. So yes, the visitors are coming in, and you know, in terms of arrangements, Shimla is no different than no lesser than the rest of the country. But yeah, when it comes to the Christmas is usually when people comes with the expectations of the white Christmas, but definitely that's a big kind of a disappointment because we haven't seen white Christmas this year. I would like to tell you that last year at this time we have seen the first snowfall. So yes, the many tourists have expectations of a snowfall, but still we haven't seen it yet.
No, but thank you for getting us those bright sunny visuals from Shimla. We'll leave it at that. Ravi Shankar now joins us from Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh. Merry Christmas, Ravi Shankar, once again. How's the celebratory mood there in Vijayawada? Are churches witnessing a steady footfall?
Yeah. I'm Abhishek, welcome back to Andhra Pradesh. I think they are advanced. It is on 30th number. 24 days of celebrations are joyful and happy Christmas update.
All right, Ravi Shankar, there's some audio glitch. We'll try to connect with you once again. But yes, I hope people are celebrating Christmas with great fervor there also. Thank you so much. As Christmas is celebrated around the world, moments of faith, tradition and togetherness unfold across continents. From quiet prayers to community gatherings, people are marking the season in meaningful ways. In Antakya, in southeastern Turkey, Christians gathered at the historic cave church of St. Pierre to mark Christmas in prayer. The city is still recovering from the deadly earthquake of February 6, 2023, making the service a moment of faith, remembrance and quiet resilience for the community. Across Ukraine, families displaced by war mark Christmas far from their homes, holding on to traditions that bring comfort. In the city of Zaporizhzhia, volunteers from World Central Kitchen served kutia, a traditional Christmas dish offering warmth, hope and a sense of togetherness during the holidays. People gathered in Bethlehem, Palestine to mark Christmas as thousands of residents and visitors filled Mango Square. The celebrations included music and performances in the town that holds a central place in the Christian story of Jesus Christ's birth. At the Dar Latin Church in Gaza, worshippers gathered on Wednesday to observe Christmas, coming together for prayers and reflection as part of the holiday traditions. Astronauts aboard the International Space Station sent festive greetings to Earth, wishing people a happy holiday season. The crew decorated the station with a small Christmas tree, sharing cheer from orbit far above the planet. Meanwhile, the North American Aerospace Defense Command, or NORAD, confirmed that Santa Claus took off on his annual global gift-giving mission on Wednesday. The NORAD has assured children that the sleigh is running right on schedule. Now in its 70th year, NORAD's Santa Tracker has become a global phenomena, with people around the world eagerly tracking the jolly jet-setter and his trusty reindeer crew, led by the shiny-nosed Rudolph, as they make a mad dash across far-flung continents. The famed NORAD Santa Tracker traces its roots to 1955, when a misprinted newspaper advertisement prompted children to call what they believed was Santa's phone number. However, the calls reached the Continental Air Defense Command Operations Center in Colorado Springs. Rather than turning the children away, Air Force Colonel Harry Shoup played along, answering their questions and providing updates on Santa's location. The accidental goodwill gesture soon became an annual event. Well, that's all we have in this edition of DD India News Hour, but do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. Scan the QR code on the screen to download now. And we'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. From all of us here in Delhi, thanks for watching DD India News Hour.